In this kitchen, there's an ingredient that keeps the customers coming.
I think we use the fresh peppercorn from my hometown.
The peppercorns travel overnight from the owner's hometown of Chongqing in southwestern China near Sichuan to the Houston restaurant called Pepper Twins. The flavor the peppercorns create is called mala, which means tingly, numbing, and spicy. Yu Nanyang started her first restaurant 4 years ago. Since then, it's become an empire of 6 locations throughout Houston. Her career journey in the U.S. is somewhat unconventional. Her first career was far from food. Yang came to the U.S. as a postdoctorate cancer researcher in the small Midwestern city of Madison, Wisconsin. She says exposure to radioactive materials and chemicals took a toll on her body.
Like me, every day will go to bleeding, happen at any time. Also, after I lose 2 babies when I'm pregnant, I have to make a big decision.
Yang decided to change careers for her health and to prevent future miscarriages. Her inspiration for a restaurant came during a trip to a conference in California.
We passed by a Chinese restaurant, but there's a 1 hour long waiting line. So from our original Madison, the small city, we don't have a good Chinese restaurant.
Yang did not start a restaurant in Chinese enclaves like many other immigrants across the U.S. Yang opened restaurants outside of Chinese communities in more affluent neighborhoods. In Houston, the most diverse city in America, she says its residents' tastes in Chinese food have become quite discerning.
American guests, they can find out which one is authentic Chinese restaurant or not authentic, because they get more educated people. They travel a lot around the world. They know how the original Chinese food looks like.
Ravi Chowda is one of them. He's never been to China.
But I've done a lot of business with the Chinese, and so I've been to some pretty authentic places, and this is by far one of the most authentic.
The authentic flavors are also drawing loyal Chinese guests, such as Yan Xiangyu, who attended university in Sichuan, a province known for its spicy foods.
I think the biggest highlight is that they can really deliver well the ma feeling. The peppercorns are very flavorful.
Not only does Yang have a successful restaurant business, she also now has 2 children who inspired the logo for Pepper Twins. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Houston.